Eva and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be making spinach and feta pita pizza. But before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. Alright, let's get started. Everybody likes pizza, right? But it's not the healthiest option, so I've changed that up for you guys here today. Now these pita pizzas are super healthy. They're only 200 to 300 calories per serving, and it's really neat because you each get your own individual pizza. Now this can be an appetizer, or this can be something that you make for lunch like I'm doing here today, and it's definitely filling enough for an entire meal if you want to do that as well, but me, I'd probably need about 2 of these. Now, I was a little bit basic today, and I did go and buy my own whole wheat pita bread. I didn't make my own, but if you guys do want to make your own and be truly authentic, then make sure to check out my homemade pita bread recipe. I'll make sure to link that on the screen or down below in the description box. It's delicious. And if you also haven't seen it already, I made breakfast pita pockets, and that recipe is a little bit different when it comes to the pita bread. It has honey in it, it's a little bit sweeter, and it's whole wheat. My original is just the plain white for my chicken noodle recipe, which I can link on the screen as well. Anything with pita, I'm just going to link because if you know what's good for you, you'll go watch it and try it. So for this recipe, all you're going to need is some pitas. You're going to need some tomato pesto, some tomatoes, some mushrooms, some spinach, some feta, some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of olive oil, and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. Now, like I always say, it's always best to use fresh ingredients if you have them on hand, but on my channel I do like to kind of use a mixture of both so you can see how they're going to come out, because I know everybody doesn't just have everything fresh on hand all the time. So since these pitas are already pre-made, the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees because, like I said, since these are already pre-made, it's not going to take much time at all. We're just basically going to decorate them with our toppings and plop them in the oven. So let me just go do that really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's not preheated yet, but I have it started. So now without further ado, let's get into decorating our pizzas. Now the recipe that I have is for 6 of these pizzas. You can make as many or as little as you want. I'm just going to go ahead and make 2 of these. So I'm just going to go on and get started. This is probably a better idea. So I'm just going to take our pitas and put them on a baking sheet instead. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is take whatever it is that you have. If you have tomato pesto, if you just have tomato sauce, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but you definitely want tomatoes in there. So I'm just going to open up a can here. And then the reason that the calories kind of vary is because, to be honest, like most of my recipes, you can customize it as much as you want. If you like a ton of tomato sauce, if you like only a little bit, if you don't like mushrooms but you want to put olives or whatever, you're more than welcome to do so. So I'm just going to spread some of this right on our pita. Now because these are already cooked, obviously it's not raw dough. You don't have to worry about putting these on a pizza tray or a piece of marble or anything crazy. Now just be mindful of the tomato pesto or sauce, whatever it is that you're using, and make sure that the flavors are going to jive well with whatever toppings that you put on. Like for instance, if you're using a sauce that is with Italian seasoning, is everything else that you're putting on there gonna taste good with that, or are you just using plain? Maybe you want to add some herbs yourself. Totally up to you. I definitely want to try to make this from scratch as well. I think that would be really interesting, making our own pita and popping these all in the oven at the same time. So I think I changed my mind with the tomatoes. I don't know, I love grape tomatoes, and I like just slicing them in half like this with everything, with salads, with pasta, with all my different dishes. So I think I'd rather do this than slice up like a bigger tomato. I don't know why. I just like these way better. Should probably try and make this look a little pretty, right? I love recipes like this. You can really just make it your own, whatever toppings you want, whatever seasonings you want. Totally fine to do whatever you're comfortable with. This is just some spinach. So like I said, fresh is always best. And the spinach is gonna wilt anyway, so feel free to be generous with it. This is actually frozen spinach, so it's going to be a little bit different, so you guys will see that if that's all you have at home. You can see how it's going to come out by me using that here today. Oof, my stomach just growled so loud. This is the worst part. I sit here making all this, and because I'm filming, it takes a little bit longer, and I'm just like starving the entire time. And at the end, I'm just do my taste test, but I so badly just want to eat the whole thing, but I know that's probably not the cutest thing to do on camera. So I gotta take my little bite and then say goodbye to you guys, and then I totally demolish everything once the cameras are off. I feel like I want to put a couple more tomatoes. I love tomatoes, but like I said, totally customizable. You can put whatever it is that you'd like. Doesn't matter if you don't like spinach, you want to put kale or something else, go ahead and do that. If you want to put chicken on this, you're more than welcome. Looks so good. Okay, now we have our mushrooms. Now, like I said, it's always best to have fresh, but I'm going to show you guys how it comes out when I'm using different variations. So fresh tomatoes, but canned mushrooms and frozen spinach, just so you guys can see how everything's going to come out. If that just happens to be what you have on hand and you're like, oh, I can't make this recipe because I don't have everything fresh. And again, if you guys don't like mushrooms, completely feel free to omit this step altogether. It's going to be just as good without them. I just really like mushrooms. Now it's time for our Parmesan cheese. What's a pizza without any cheese? And you know, of course, I'm using 2 different kinds because that's me. I like cheese. And you know, it's not a pita pizza without some feta. So you know we have to add some of that. Oh, when you open up a fresh... Oh! We're preheated. When you open up a fresh container of feta, oh, there's nothing like it. So good. Cannot wait. Is there really anything that you can't put feta on? I don't think so. I just want to eat this like this. I'm just going to put some freshly ground black pepper. And finally, just drizzle them a little bit with some olive oil. This is optional as well. So now you should have something that looks like this. Oof, the olive oil really just does something different. I love the smell of everything going on here. Can't wait to try some. So now we're just going to put this in the oven for about 12 minutes, just until they get a little bit crisp, and then we're gonna get ready to try some. So excited. Okay guys, so we're all out of the oven. I'm just gonna let this cool, then we're gonna cut it up and we're gonna try some. Okay guys, so we're all cooled off and I just cut these into quarters. Now it's time to taste some. Oh, so good, you guys. Like I said, you can customize the pizza to do whatever you want. You can add different cheeses, you can add different veggies, you can omit certain veggies altogether. It's really up to you. Now, the pita bread is just going to do a little bit something different. It's way thinner crust. It's not all that bread, not all that carbs. It's going to be way healthier for you guys. And like I said, I kind of cheated and just bought my own pitas at the store, so it made this go a lot quicker. But you guys are more than welcome to go check out my homemade pita recipe that I'll link on the screen, and you can try this out at home for yourself. They come out so good. And then you can do whatever you want with them. You can make the pita pockets like I made. You can make the gyro like I did. It's really up to you. Well, that's all I have for this video today, guys. I hope you liked it and I hope you learned something new. If you did like it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. If you want to get my exclusive nutrition tips, healthy food recommendations, and delicious recipes just like this one, then make sure to head over to the description box, click the link, and join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.